Synergy Controller Application Note 45. This is Sasha Borax for Title Engineering Corporation. In this video, I will demonstrate the operation of the Synergy Controller's FTP server. I'll show how easy it is to drag and drop test profiles and other data to the Synergy Controller through a local area network. Title Engineering's Synergy Micro and Synergy Nano provide state-of-the-art usability and connectivity for environmental test control and data acquisition. They are designed to improve test efficiency by supporting both factory automation and test and measurement protocols and standards. FTP, or File Transfer Protocol, is an efficient way to move files on the Internet and local area network. The FTP server feature is available on both Synergy Micro and Synergy Quarter-DIN Nano controllers. Using the local area network, the FTP server feature can be used to delete, rename, and copy chamber profiles or recipes to and from the controller. Also, the history log file can be retrieved from the controller using the FTP server. Using the local area network, with the FTP server feature, users can drag and drop test profiles to the controller, as well as remotely delete, rename, and copy controller files. Also, the history log file can be retrieved from the controller using the FTP server. To access the FTP server using an FTP client such as Internet Explorer, I'll need the controller's IP address. I find it in the ComScreens Ethernet folder. For some parts of this demonstration, I'll be using the WebTouch remote, but you can follow these same steps at the chamber using the touchscreen. If you have questions about Ethernet setup, please see the Synergy Controller's WebTouch remote demo video for a helpful tutorial at our website. Now I type my controller's IP address in the FTP format in my browser's address bar and press Enter. The FTP public directory on my Synergy controller is displayed, containing the recipes and other data files ready to be transferred from my controller to my PC or another computer on the network. The Synergy controller recipes use the VPL file extension, and the history log files use the TXT file extension. With the Synergy controller, moving files through your network is as easy as drag and drop and copy and paste. I can drag my test profile from the Synergy controller directory and drop it into the destination folder on my PC. I can also copy my test profile from the controller and then paste it into the folder on my PC. I click the right mouse and select Copy from the shortcut menu. I then right-click in the folder on my PC and select Paste. The FTP server can also be used to transfer files from the PC to the controller. I'll make a copy of my test A and then rename it my test B. I drag my test profile from the folder on my PC and drop it into the controller directory. I can also use copy and paste. Now that I've copied my test profile to the controller, I go to the controller's Run screen and open up my test profile, my test B. Click OK to continue, and now I can press Run to execute the program. Now I can see my controller running the test profile on Step 1. The FTP server can be used to retrieve the history log file from the controller. The Copy History to FTP function is used to copy the history database to the FTP public directory and is executed from the user interface or with a communication command. To use the commands, I enable the TCP/IP server from the folder on the COM screen. And then I use SimpleCom to connect to the controller. First, I type in my controller's IP address and press Connect. Now I can type the Copy History command in the command text box and press Send. OK appears in the response text box. The Copy History command also allows me to change the name of the exported history file and optionally add the time and date to the file name so it's easier to keep track of my test results. Here are some examples of the command's uses. Parameter 3 allows me to specify my file name. I'll call it My Test Results. I press Send and OK appears in the response text box. Now I press F5 or select the View Refresh menu to refresh the file list to see the newly copied file. Parameter 7 exports my test results and adds the date to the file name. Parameter 15 exports my test results and adds the date and time to the file name. I can also use drag and drop or copy and paste to retrieve the history log file from the controller. I drag the history log file from my controller and drop it into the folder on my PC for analysis. Remember, copy and paste can be used too. A history command is also available to clear the history database. The clear history command clears all of the data in the history database on the controller. To examine the history database contents, I type the copy command again and press send. This exports the history database to the history log file, and I can now examine the file in the FTP server. You'll note that my controller only contains the records logged after I clear the database. I can also execute the copy and clear history commands using the controller's user interface. From the maintenance screen in the History Utilities File Utilities folder, I click the History to FTP folder and click Yes to copy the history to the FTP server. I click the Clear History folder and press the Clear History button to delete the history in the controller database. This concludes today's demonstration of the Synergy Controller's FTP server. I used it to drag test profiles to the controller and capture the controller's history log file, both through my local area network. If you have any questions or interest in more Synergy Controller application notes, videos, technical manuals, and free software and information concerning our Synergy products, please visit our website at www.titleeng.com. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.